podcast. Sorry, what did you say?
Which one yet?
Yo, that was just the one little thing. Yo, I know. So listen, I know he couldn't be here the first time you guys came on. But yo, he had to actually cancel last minute. He couldn't come for this podcast. But yo, I'm here. Yo, it's all good. It's all good.
Nah,
I'm here.
But
I'm trying to do the same thing twice, man.
like, why would you waste niggas' time like that though? That's my thing.
Waste time. I'm here. Like, we did an episode before.
Yeah, cool. But like, we came here so we could do the whole like. Why he ducking though? Like, that's my thing.
Full podcast.
That's my thing.
Proper.
Is he scared?
Same thing again.
I mean, no, it's not scary. It's not scary. Yo, he came in. He didn't come to the episode or the listening party or any of the shows, but like, yo, he really wants to meet you guys.
What's
wrong with this fucking yo?
It don't sound like it, bro. It don't sound like it to me, bro. I don't know.
Call us when you get him, bro.
Yeah.
Tell him stop ducking.
Bro, I live near here. I'm going home, man. It's crazy.
Memory's ass.
How do I memory ass?
That's crazy.
You be forgetting dates.
Yeah, I do be forgetting.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy talking about
Like
me.
girl dates or like dates?
Nah,
like
I have a girlfriend. Shout out to make sure that's on camera. I'll be going on dates unless it's with her. You feel me?
I mean, forgetting dates with her. Or
Nah. I remember all those dates.
You sure?
All those, yeah, I definitely.
Remember your anniversary?
Yeah, damn, bro. Y'all good? Y'all good? We good?
You just entered the shade room.
You gotta make sure you're good. Since you want to shout her out, we might as well go with it.
I remember all the dates, though.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm a good boyfriend.
All right, yo, season 2, episode 17. Special guest, second guest to ever return.
Yes, sir.
We had Duke return. That was the first person to ever return. But the first time we recorded, Thelonious wasn't here.
Yeah.
He just couldn't be there for the episode.
I heard about that one still. That was at the studio. When you get off the train.
It was early on. It was like.
Oh yeah, the date was.
It was like in the season 2. It was like really early on.
April?
No,
it was cold.
It was cold still. Yeah,
cold.
I even want to say it was December.
Yeah.
I think so.
It was November, December.
Yeah,
it was like 2 episodes in a row. I did Ryan and.
Oh, that's when I had
Cabby
my
back to
thing.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was cold.
I remember that date.
Yeah, and actually something I actually want to bring up about that time period that I'll never forget is my audio issues. The day we recorded, we never met before, and I was having a lot of audio issues. Like I was struggling. I remember I looked up at you guys. I was like, "Yo, do you know GarageBand, Cat?"
I don't remember that.
Ass.
I don't remember that. No.
It's okay. I remember it. But I remember, Ben would probably remember it too, cause like, cause I was tripping. Yeah, I was tripping.
Did I help or I didn't?
Nah.
I don't think so.
But
I don't even remember that. I don't think I even realized.
I really don't.
It's cause the conversation was hot.
Yeah.
You guys were just chilling, but I was sweating, bro. Deadass, I was sweating, and like, I just remember, like, you know, you guys were just like, you know, you kept it cool. You just chatting and whatever. And then that was actually a super dope episode. Very memorable.
That was fun. You know what's funny? Like, maybe like a week or 2 ago, I'm in my room. My parents are always watching TV in the living room. They're watching YouTube. They're watching Netflix. And then I hear this guy just cursing in my living room. I'm like, are these guys I heard this guy just cursing in my living room.
Oh, no way.
And I'm just like, are these guys watching the podcast? I was dying.
They were watching your episode?
Yeah. They loved it, though. They loved it. They're like, they called me to the living room. They're like, yo, like, why don't you tell me you did an interview? Like, I'm supposed to tell you when I do interviews?
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, but they were watching. They watched the whole thing. And
no way.
Like, and we were talking
That's
about when this guy was like, oh, like, you just got to be yourself. And they're like, you see, like, you can't be a follower. We always told them when they were kids, like, don't be a follower. I was dying in my room. I'm like, this is crazy.
Too funny. Be like me.
Yeah. They watched the whole thing. Yeah.
That's fire. Yo, I remember, like, even just like, yo, you were adamant, like, yo, I'm not running an episode if Thelonious not in this.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
I
felt the same way. Wait. Because I heard so much about
like,
you. Too.
Yo, wait.
I heard so much about you from like from Kenya and stuff. I was like,
and you've been watching the pod in
general.
general.
I watched the pod too. I saw the OTR episode.
Yeah,
we only talked.
Yeah.
So I was like,
and OTR's episode.
Yeah. So I was just like, nah, like. I even
met
watched
you
the
one time at
Yeah, I don't remember when.
what was it? The remix show.
Yeah. I met
True.
you there. I met you there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's what's
didn't.
up.
We didn't. Yeah, I was there. I think I was working though. I was
working,
volunteering with them. I was getting the acts behind stage and stuff like that, green room stuff.
I don't think we met that day.
Nah.
That was a good show.
We met at some point though. I think before we had to have like maybe a show or something, another show. You're probably with him. I feel like.
I didn't pop up to too many shows.
Oh no, I think I.
We
Oh,
might have met somewhere though. I feel like it, but I could be wrong.
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember right now.
Yeah. Maybe not.
That's well, I appreciate you waiting for.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
My bad about the last time. It wasn't even my bad. I was in the hospital. Or I was recovering.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm good though. I'm good.
Hey man, we're trying to be healthy here.
Low
Shout out Shot by Ben one time.
Shout out Shot by Ben,
Yeah, bro.
bro.
He
Whole
be
gang
doing
is
his
here in
thing
full
back
effect.
there.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Full effect.
First episode in 2025 recorded.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
I'm super excited about this.
Yo, bro, you can't.
Oh, my
Come
fault.
on, bro. Stop leaving me hanging on
I didn't see
camera, bro.
that. Yeah.
I waited a little.
Yeah,
thinking
nah.
he's gonna
It's all
see
good.
it.
It's all good. Yeah, he didn't pick up.
I was just leaving the fact. First episode 2025. That's fly.
Yeah,
Wow, man.
super fire. We're gonna start with your host. It's your boy Matt, aka Easy Money, aka Babyface Killer,
Yes, sir.
aka Mr. Borrow Your Girl. Not even giving her back no more.
Never that.
Not giving her back.
Why would you
Not
not
yours
give her
no more.
back?
Cause I'm greedy. I'm in my selfish
Greedy.
mode.
Greedy.
How
I'm in my
greedy.
selfish era.
For
We're not
himself.
giving them back no more.
Never.
You could write a request.
Yup.
VP Diddy out here.
We'll look into it. We'll see how the adjudicator is feeling.
Renter for the
Adjudicator
day,
is crazy.
nigga.
The adjudicator is crazy.
That is a lot.
Rent her back for the day, nigga.
Yeah, I know. TT.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. I'm just like, hey, how
Can't follow that
y'all
one
doing?
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyranny, nice to meet y'all.
Tyranny.
I mean, y'all know me.
That was
you know?
aggressive.
Yeah, damn.
That was great. That was
Wow.
Fuck. I fucked
That's
it up.
crazy.
great. We loved it.
Yeah,
it.
no.
All right, we got Cabbie and Thelonious.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Cabby
let them
96.
introduce themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes,
they
sir.
can do something.
I go by Thelonious, aka nothing. I love you, mom. I'm not gonna say too much. Cabby, what you go by,
keep it
gang?
cordial.
Yeah, what you go by, gang? I'm
I
gonna
got
get into
everyone
the
fucked
Yeah.
I'm gonna
up.
get into the fucked up shit later on.
I love you, mom.
Yeah. I'm just Thelonious. The name my mama gave me when I was born. Cabby, what's your name?
Cabby96, all caps. Don't forget the 96. You
Yes,
know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Niggas.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's your year.
That's about it. Yeah, that's my year. That's my year. Yeah, I'm about to be 29. That sounds so funny when I say it out loud. About to turn 29 in August. That is so
Jeez,
hilarious. I don't
you're
feel
not a
29.
youngin' no more.
Bro,
He old.
I don't feel 29 at all, which is
Enjoy
good.
that
Good thing.
last year, you're
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
Tell you that much.
Actually, crazy.
Not gonna say anymore.
Uncle Cabby.
Yeah, man. Facts.
He
Oh,
Unc
shit.
status.
Yeah, you're Uncle
bro.
Cabby now,
Yeah, bro.
eh?
Two-time award-winning uncle.
Jeez,
sir.
two
Jeez.
times.
Two child uncle.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How y'all feeling?
Feeling
Good,
good, man.
man.
Feeling
New
good.
year.
Y'all had a
New Year,
good
same me.
2024.
2024
Facts.
was
Low key.
lit.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
I told him in January 2024, I was like, yeah, the year's already over, fam.
That's facts.
Because we kind of saw what the year was going to look like already.
Yeah.
So it's just in my
Yeah.
brain, I'm just like, year is going to go by so quick.
Yeah.
I already know what it's going to
Done.
look like. So
And we
it's
had
like,
most of the music done.
Yeah,
too.
most of the work done.
Yeah, we had most of the work
So
done.
it's just like, bro, the year's kind of over.
Just locking
Kinda
in.
prepared.
yeah. Now it's just like, do
Is
everything
that how you
you
feel
said.
about this year too?
Nah.
Oh, fuck.
What's this year like?
Nah.
You chilling?
I mean, not that we're chilling. Like we have the music that we're probably gonna do done, but
Yeah.
it's just such a back end building thing
Yeah.
because we're kind of managing.
2024
ourselves.
was like that too, but it's like
2024 was
it's
like
in
that
a-
too,
it's
but
a
it
more
was
evolved
like
version
yeah.
of it.
But I feel like it's an evolved version. It's very high level now, like in terms of how we're trying to do stuff, like position ourselves, like even just structurally, like business wise or whatever, like actually like on paper.
Right.
And then the people we're trying to get involved. It's just a very much like I don't know if you ever seen we talked about that podcast, the Manager's Playbook podcast.
Yeah.
So I really love the Daniel Caesar.
You put me on that actually.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the Daniel Caesar episode, I think was like the most phenomenal interview I've ever seen in music business in a while. And I just like how they, like if you're listening to them, they talked about like the network outside of the core team of like him, Jordan, and Daniel. And it's like you have like the booking agents, you have the DSPs, you have the distributor. Like there's a network that comes out of the main team.
Right.
And I feel like we have kind of started doing that actively. But I saw that interview and I wrote it down. Like I wrote down the image and I'm like, we gotta start filling these pockets in. So like this year was like radio promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like we're still working on booking agent. Still working on like a high level manager, but we're obviously doing management, whatever.
Right.
But like getting those pieces outside of like the satellite team. The satellite team of like people outside the core that kind of help you.
Yeah.
Run the
just
business.
elevate it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
every artist is gonna need.
Yeah.
And you just talk about that.
So 2025 is like solidifying it more, getting more of those pieces. Like ideally like long-term pieces.
Any shows?
Yeah.
Couple shows here and there. I got a show at the end of the week.
UFT Scarborough.
I got a show in March.
Are you low-key gonna be in the listening room one? Cause she's moving like there's a secret announcements of like
I'm not.
Mega band.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm
Damn,
not.
she left
I'm
you
not.
out there.
If I wasn't in it, I would tell you I wasn't.
Are you
But
not
I'll just tell
trying
you
to
straight
tell
up.
us?
Huh?
Are you not trying to tell us?
No, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
bro,
think,
it's
like,
a shade room now. He's scared to
That's
talk.
crazy. That's crazy. I have a show in March.
I'm not.
Honestly, you know what it
shade
is?
room here.
Nah, you know what it is? I just don't have a lot of information about shit. Like even my show at the end of the week, bro.
Yeah.
Like
you still don't know shit about it?
We know.
I'm not gonna say.
We know what time we gotta be.
We know what time we gotta be there, and like I know that it's like a UFT show, but it's like
I know the opener.
Yeah.
Is that like communication on their part? Or?
It's like their students, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
they're students,
it's
so
partially a
who knows?
communication thing,
The
and
student
it's,
body
you know,
association
you know,
type vibe.
okay.
Yeah. So.
But shout out to them. Like it's still gonna be a great show. Like I've learned. They told me a little bit about like how these events go and shit.
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay.
Yo, I want to go back to 2024 for a second.
Sure.
All
Please
right,
do.
because a big reason you guys are here today is your release of One Love,
Absolutely.
and congrats to you. It's doing really well streaming wise.
Absolutely.
The reception was amazing. I'm gonna talk about the listening party in a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
But,
Toronto wasn't
like,
there for that either.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my experience on that.
He hating, bro.
Yeah.
He was on guest
Been
list.
ducking you guys. No, but I just wanted to like maybe people haven't even heard it and they're watching this and like what would you have to say about the creation process and the outcomes?
Man. Well, yeah.
You can go first.
Honestly, I started writing this project kind of right after Albion Road Demos, which is the project we did the first interview.
Yeah, when you came.
Yeah, and it was like I had a lot of pressure behind the sines to like figure out what I wanted to do. Why you laughing at me, bro? I had a lot of pressure.
He said when you came, and I was trying so hard. I tried my hardest, man.
This guy's fucking 5 years old. I'm gonna keep going. So
Hey, man, I know I do that all the time. Like that. I spit in people's faces.
yeah.
dude. I'm notorious for it.
Pause. Nah. Nah. So right after,
Lord.
basically right after I wrote that project, there was a lot of pressure behind the scenes to like figure out what I wanted to do next. The words were actually like, if you don't figure out musically what you're going to do next, like people are gonna forget about you. And I'm like, nigga, I just put that shit out like last month.
Yeah.
Like, so that shit kind of like made me nervous type shit because I was like, new
You don't want to be forgotten.
I don't want to be forgotten. And I was new.
Definitely not me.
No, it wasn't him.
Definitely not me.
I was new to the amount of
Definitely
attention
not
that I
me.
was getting at the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
It wasn't him. I'm not gonna say who it was.
No
and
worries.
shit. Because even
Off
in some of the off camera maybe, but even in some of the people who said it, it was even like out of love. But it was just like me like being new to that attention. It kind of got in my head a little bit.
Right.
So I was out and about one day, and I was trying to think about what I want to do next. And at the time, I was spending a lot of time away from my family, which is what I was not used to.
Yeah.
So I wrote the first verse that I wrote for the project, which was the intro to the project, actually, One Love. And it just felt like what I wanted to do next, which was this whole project about distance away from family, chasing your dreams, and like not knowing if the love is still there.
Were you out of the country?
No, I was in Toronto, but it was
Okay.
like
Just away
And-
from fam.
just away from family. And
in the
even at the
city.
time, like it wasn't like that was a part of what it was. It was like I just was not around the family, even though they were down the street. And even when I was trying to be, I just didn't have the energy to like even really be present. Like the furthest I was going at the time was like Montreal for a couple shows and shit. Like
Now
maybe-
mans are in the UK.
Now man's are in the UK, slight
Okay,
flex, you know what
okay.
I'm saying? LA, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, at the time it wasn't even like crazy distance. It was more
Chicago,
like a
too.
distance that I felt.
Okay, how about Cabby, like production wise?
I think he's interesting because sometimes it's funny that Rich Kid calls us like Guru and Premier.
I didn't know he even called me that.
Yeah, because he's like he's like we're like the new because of the jazz influence and
Yeah.
obviously boom bap and the samples or whatever. But Guru is an artist who would know the titles of the songs before he would even write it. But he knew what he wanted. He knew for the album there's gonna be a song called this, there's gonna be a song called that, it's gonna be a song, and like he would write the raps and they would make the music or whatever. So it's kind of like that with him. Sometimes he'll come with the lyrics before, and then we'll like make the beats to them. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing about this project versus the last one was low key like lightning in a bottle, low key, because he had most of the songs there. There was one song on there that we actually made before we even knew we were gonna do this project, low key. But a lot of the other ones was like songs, ideas that he had, and then like we're trying to find like the beats that kind of fit the vibe he was looking for. And a lot of times I would have the idea kind of there. I'd be like, you're looking for this, I have a beat that sounds like this, and it would be the right one, and we would just arrange it further. But this time, because I'm not saying that we didn't clear the samples in the last one, but because we wanted to make sure all the samples in this new one were cleared, we had to use this website called TrackLib, where I had like clearable catalogs on there already from like actual artists. And so it was a lot of digging on a site where I didn't have the freedom to go into a record store and it's like, I'm gonna get this Curtis Mayfield record.
You were talking about that a little bit in listening
part.
part.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get this like, you know, like where a record that I know is gonna have heat on it.
Right.
But I had to spend hours on a website to find like quality records to flip that fit his vibe.
Right.
So it just made it was a lot more of like it's just a lot more work and time. Because the last project was like the beats were kind of already there. There were old beats that I had, but I just never had the right artists to give them to. I was very picky with rappers. I ended up working with a lot more R&B artists, even though I started making music as like a hip hop producer, sampling. But I think I just didn't come across rappers that I loved in Toronto. There's rappers that, funny enough, Claremont hit me up. Remember I was telling you? He had that old DM from me from like 2019. Yeah. So there were some rappers that I tried to hit up or whatever, but there wasn't any like in my like group of people that were like his type of lyricism and that type of stuff. So, but yeah, it's a lot of digging on TrackLib, a lot of time spent, a lot of intentionality though. We kind of knew what we wanted things to sound like, so yeah.
Shout out to TrackLib. By the way, if you're producing and you want to clear your samples, go to TrackLib.
It
makes life so much
easier.
It's
pretty easy.
Yeah. They paying you, fam?
No, they're not paying me.
We're
They should pay me
trying to do
though.
a
Shout out to
campaign,
TrackLib,
like
bro.
we're gonna have to split the block because I feel like sometimes with these partners, like you know what I mean, like you reach out to them before the thing comes out and they're like, even if you did something prior, which was pretty great, they're just like, I think you have to come with them like, oh, this thing did really well. Do you want to help us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're closing in on 1 million plays now, so
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Hey man, 1 million streams, TrackLib, bro. What are you?
Yeah, like they need to swing through, bro.
Mills are good at
I'm gonna email the guy again.
How y'all feel about the reception?
Bro, I feel incredible. Like
Yeah,
there's no way I could look at this shit and like feel badly about it. Like the project, like you said, is like about to touch 1 million.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, bro.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's
which
wild.
Is crazy.
I was
like,
talking to my
nobody tell you anything.
I was talking to my friend
absolutely.
about it, where it's like I remember days when I used to get amped when people would listen to my beats on SoundCloud with like 500 plays, and now I'm just talking to them like, it's closing on 1 million plays. You know what I mean? Like it's like a regular
and
thing.
it's like, yo, where you want to
That
go
was
eat?
probably
Like,
amazing back then.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But we had that conversation too. It's like before, like when we had the last project. Before Complex dubbed us like one of the best Canadian projects in 2022,
slight flex.
it was like the wave files were the same before they made that article. You know what I mean?
Shit.
The music was the same, but now they added that on top of it. It helps obviously business wise, like leveraging. But like for me personally, I didn't make that make me feel like I'm more of a whatever legitimate artist or whatever. It's like the music was the same before they made that article.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
You should know that when you're in your room making your music. Like,
I mean, even aside from
everything will be after the fact.
Even aside from the 1 million like streams, like just the whole year in general, bro. Like I got to enter the year working with like one of my heroes, Mick Jenkins.
Nice.
Which was dope. Shout out Mick Jenkins. And like the project itself, like from the listening room, from the listening party, to the show, to like
I think
a
those
couple
two moments were my favorite.
Yeah, a couple
moments for
Spotify
section-wise.
like playlist covers.
Yeah.
Even like
His first Spotify
Yeah.
playlist covers were this
Yeah.
year or last year. Sorry, 2024.
two of those.
Two of those.
But yeah, no, it's been great. Bro.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, since we're on the topic, I'd love to like share my piece about the listening party.
Yeah,
that was
please,
my
please,
question.
yeah,
I wanted to ask
please.
each and every one
I would
of
like
you.
to hear what he has to say.
I'd
about
love to
it,
hear
though.
it.
I would
Yeah.
like to hear your experience too,
Yeah,
since
yeah.
I wasn't there. You call me out on it.
Yeah.
I'll start it out.
Everybody's opinion.
Let Matt go first, though. Let Matt go first, because I think it's
sure.
just it's an attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I just
Yeah.
like to
I
hear.
actually was gonna come to you first, but you know what? Today
Yeah.
I'll let him go first.
Yeah, no, like for me also too, like I actually don't know many people. Like I would say the only person I really like actually fully knew before was John Kabongo. Shout out to him. But yeah, I just came in and right away, like I see Thelonious outside, and just it just felt like a family vibe. I don't even know nobody. Like I'm coming from that perspective, and like I know you guys, and just the team, whether it was the media team or your manager. Shout out your manager. He's super kind, super down to earth.
Does he have a name?
Darko?
Darko, shout out.
Yeah,
Darko.
yeah. Shout out Darko.
Can we shout him out? Shout him out?
Shout
Yeah,
out
yeah,
Darko,
my bad, my
man.
bad.
Shout out Darko.
I was just thinking about what I was gonna say next, but yeah, like it almost like it felt like it felt like a Thanksgiving get together. You know what I mean? That was the vibes. That was really like, you know when
You felt like you got invited to a cookout?
yeah, like you know how J. Cole's theme was like Forest Hills Drive, like he brought you back to the
People
crib
to
and
the-
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like, you know, it's not different music, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
just like bringing it back to the crib, bringing those like family vibes. You know what I mean? Having like everyone together, and everyone was like, it wasn't like everyone had like super comfortable space. And like we were all like
Together,
people are
close.
sitting on the stairs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it was very tight
Was it a
knit.
home?
Yeah, it was a
I don't know
home.
if you know Soundstock.
Okay.
Soundstock
Yeah.
house. They have a
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where we did it.
Yeah,
at.
it's like dressed as a
Yeah, yeah,
townhouse.
Yeah.
And yeah, like just the
Shout out Abel.
just outside of that, like the music was great, the vibes were great, and even just getting this like intimate moment where you guys are able to like speak about it, and like it's the music is coupled with the background stories and how you guys express it, and like it was like one of the most creative listening parties I've been to since I've been outside, and yeah, I'm very happy that like you guys like did something that was like meaningful. You know what I mean? Like outside of like seeing people's perspective, like even I told you outside Thelonious, I'm like, okay, cool, like I love hearing this stuff. I'm like, wow, what about a pop record? Like, what could you be like? It made me like imagine other things. Like it wasn't just about, oh, this music's cool. It's like now I'm thinking like, where can you evolve from this? So it's like a full experience. But like, tell me about your guys' experience.
Well, first of all, that was great because that was awesome. Because a lot of that was like kind of intentionally what we wanted to feel like. Like because the project's about coming home on Thanksgiving and seeing your family. Like I wanted it to feel like people walk in and we feel like we know each other. It had soul food in the back, like playing old
food
soul
was
records.
fire.
Yeah.
Honey Soul
Shout
Food.
out Honey Soul Food.
I went to high
was
school.
being
I
a
went to
fat
high
fuck
school
back
with the owner, so it was like super family vibe.
Yeah.
Like we try to really do that. Like
The
I went
food was bomb. What was
Yeah.
that dessert? That
Oh,
I don't even know.
the not the I was gonna say pound cake, but it's not that. What do they call it?
Rum cake?
No, the
No.
little tiny joint.
It's
Why-
not-
why
it's
am I
not the,
my brain is blanking. Like, oh my god.
it'll come back to you.
And they got cornbread. They got the
Cornbread,
best
yeah,
cornbread
yeah,
in Toronto.
yeah.
They got the
Fire
best cornbread in Toronto.
for sure.
I was
Okay.
fucking that up.
Yeah, it was, bro, it was amazing.
They
It was
had so
amazing.
it's cornbred. It was like wings. Was it?
They had wings.
Yeah, it was
Mac and
wings.
cheese.
When was
the mac and
this?
cheese.
At the listening party.
What?
The one that you
Date.
weren't at though.
No, I know
Oh,
I
it
was
was
there. Clearly. I would have been like,
And
yeah, I
it
remember
was
the soul food.
beginning of September.
I would have
Yeah, something like
definitely
that. Yeah,
been
like
there.
near
I've
end
been
of
eating.
August, early September.
Yeah.
I would have
yeah.
told everybody about the food.
Yeah,
I would have told them about. Yeah, it was a family
food-
vibe.
the food
you
is
know, it
everyone's
was in the
favorite.
house. There was
Yeah.
so many
Free
cool
food, yo.
listening. Oh,
Free
I
food,
want
man.
no. Fuck all that shit.
Food.
There was soul
The
food.
food was hard.
Free
Hell
food,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
But not like
yeah.
even from the soul music that was playing, like we
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like very intentionally put it together a certain way.
You had a DJ or you all just?
We just
put a
had
together.
we just had it in
And
a
it was
playlist.
like what was fly. He put some of the songs that we sampled in the playlist too.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a cool idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Want to
little
create
creative.
something where like people would like maybe recognize it from the listening.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
idea with the listening party was I wanted to create like a smaller experience.
So we did like
to
2
where
nights.
yeah, we did 2 nights,
Yeah.
and we just wanted to make something where it's like everyone who was there is gonna have a deeper experience and understanding of what the project.
You gonna have food at the next one?
We have food
I'm
at both.
definitely-
Oh, at the
I'm
next
a-
one?
hey, man,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be there.
yeah.
It'll probably be the same. It'll be the same spot.
Honey
I got
Soul
you.
Food,
I got
like
you.
they catered all of our events so far. All of our,
Gotta have that
all of
cornbread, 'cause
our
you talking
offline,
big about
yeah,
that.
all of our
I love
offline. Nah,
cornbread.
yeah,
It'll
yeah,
change your life.
yeah. It's the best one I've had.
Mm.
out
Oh,
here.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, in Toronto for sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great night.
Yeah.
Sick.
What I loved about it too was and that's what made it kind of extra special was that like after the listening event, like after the last day, the next day, me, Thelonious the engineer, and a couple of our other homies that were at the first day that you were at probably went to a cottage to just kick it.
Yeah.
Project's done.
Yeah,
About to
that's a
release,
good
like,
feeling.
Did y'all create there at all, or just
Nah, it's
Nah,
just
we just on the beach, bro.
just
Amazing.
chilling with friends, chosen family type
Mhm.
vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like that whole
It's very memorable. You'll never forget that.
Mhm.
yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Sorry, I saw Ben.
Nah, you're good. You're
Nah.
good. You thought the same height.
Yeah, nah, my fault.
You're good, you're good.
He doesn't have a question for you. He might ask about that
Yeah,
cornbread
yeah,
too,
yeah,
but
yeah.
later. He like so full too. They don't let him.
No, but yeah, that
don't let
was
Blanco trip
that
you
really
out.
like wrapped it up. It was fire because it was like that's how real the project was for us. Because it wasn't just like a music thing. It was like we did intentionally with the activation, but then after the activation, it's like we're gonna spend time with our people. You know what I mean? Like, and then we came back and spent more time with people because I feel like it was still kind of like not holiday, but like people are off because Labor Day and whatever. So you know. Yeah,
Quick question.
It was around Labor Day, yeah.
So he came with the lyrics, right? He wrote the verse.
Mhm.
You knew what the message was.
Mhm.
Did you already know how you're gonna produce it, or did you?
I mean, we knew it was gonna be like a soul sample based thing.
Mhm. You guys together, or was that your idea?
So
his
there would
idea,
be some.
combined?
Usually, the thing with us is like if we're not both excited about the sample, it's probably not gonna get chosen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It probably won't get chosen. So there were some songs like the intro. I found the sample myself. Slumsdale.
That's your mom talking.
It's my mom talking to all those like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
His
sick.
actual mother. Yeah.
I love those skits.
Yeah, yeah.
What I love
Which
about
is
this-
good to hear because
Yeah.
sometimes people be like,
It's too long.
You should probably split it up so people can skip.
What I love about the
Yeah.
project too is there's so many voices on the project that are just like real. Like Cabby's voice is on the project.
Is my voice on
Are
the
you the
cover?
one
You-
that's
you do the
dissing
woo
it?
Oh,
on-
I do
yeah.
the woo on the
My
on
mom's
the
on
outro.
there. My
I don't know
mom's
if you
on there.
remember.
Dissing you. Who's
Pardon?
dissing you?
Oh, Rich Kid is
oh.
dissing me. Rich Kid,
Yeah.
who's our mentor from Remix Project.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Rich Kid.
Dissing me. Yeah.
So-
But that's
shout out
based
Rich
on
Kid.
that's based on a true story, by the way.
Okay, okay.
And
But
then what's with
Everybody's
Andy?
streaming you, so now you can't hit nobody's line. That was it.
nah, what was that?
When they're like, yo, everybody's streaming you, so you're not hitting everybody.
Oh, that's what's
Oh,
with
no.
Andy.
That's what's
you know
with Andy.
you know him
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Rexdale.
yeah.
What's with Andy, the comedian? He's from Rexdale though,
Okay.
Yeah.
and he's actually like
Oh, that was funny.
he's
Yeah,
actually he's
that
from
was
Rexdale,
Andy.
so like we had to get him on
So
there.
that actually happened, or that was
No,
No,
he
no,
was
that
just-
didn't happen.
okay.
Well, I'm
That
talking
was
about there's a skit
the
at
Rich
the
Kid
end of the
one.
project
The
where
Rich
Rich
Kid
Kid is like, I don't know who this cabbie guy is, but
Yeah.
whatever. That's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Shout out to the nigga that said that shit. You're a funny guy, but he
Yeah.
regrets that shit by now, I'm sure. But my cousins are on there.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you,
His cousins'
brother.
voices are on there.
My
yeah.
cousins,
on the
both of
hookup.
my little cousins are on Homecoming.
Yeah, the
and my
hookup
grandma's
Homecoming.
on there. So like, I genuinely got like the family like
yeah.
involved in it. So there's a lot.
Shout
about
out
this
Michelle
project that
Hopkins
was-
on the background
Michelle
vocals for
Hopkins, yeah.
Homecoming.
She's dope.
We can shout out everyone, but it's gonna take.
Yeah, it's gonna take a
years.
while. It's gonna take a long.
Do you guys have
time.
favorite songs?
Homecoming for me because
yeah.
to your production question, with the way he raps, his flows are very intricate, right? So part of the reason why, like, I don't think it's the only reason why we do it this way, but it's part, for me at least, part of it. The lack of drums, like the lack of having a lot of drums, kind of gives him space to weave the way he wants to weave.
Yeah.
And I think like I shared this video with him too. I think I really love this video I saw from a Rick Rubin interview where he's like, when drums become less in a song, your body kind of settles and focuses on the poetry, because when the drums are there, your body's more kind of active and thinking about the
Moving.
rhythm.
Smooth right
But when you remove the drums, it's like you focus on the poetry. So it's like that kind of benefits his thing.
there. Yeah. His style.
Yeah. But also too, like I feel like with the chopping of the samples, I think I did the most chopping in Homecoming.
Yeah.
Which I love to do. That's kind of how I started making beats. But the rest were kind of like bigger loop portions. They're still chops technically,
Right.
but there were bigger loop portions that were like this section mixed with this section.
Yeah.
But like Homecoming, like around the pre-chorus, it's like chops of like smaller portions, which I feel like is a cooler technical thing.
I don't know my favorite song. My favorite song is between.
I think the verses too are just fire, and it has a pre-chorus and a hook.
Yeah.
And he doesn't usually do that.
Mine is between Slumsdale or
I like Slumsdale.
Slumsdale's fun to
I love
listen
that
to.
song.
Yeah,
I love that song a lot.
First time I heard it, I went back to
Slumsdale's fun to
That
listen
shit?
to.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Yeah,
Slumsdale's
that's
fun
one of
to
my
listen to,
favorites too. 'Cause the beat.
That might be
everything.
number two. Might be number two. It's hard to say.
Summertime's 3 is up there too. Because that first verse, to me, it's like one of my favorite rapper moments. Like I feel like I just was spitting on that one, but I'll leave that up to the people to decide. You know.
Yeah,
that's fair. What's your favorite?
Slumsdale's favorite for you?
I just played it back because of what I heard and just everything.
You have a favorite, Matt?
I'm gonna pull it up.
Sure.
I'd have to like.
I know it by heart.
Listen for a while too. Yeah,
I'd
that's
have
fair.
to, like,
That's fair.
Check it in deeper.
That's fair.
But I would say when I first heard it, I was like,
yeah.
Let me go back to that.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike Shab on that second verse too.
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Yeah.
There you go.
There's a lot of people's favorites, low key.
Homecoming just now.
Hey man.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. While we're on a break, we'll hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like more like I.
Ron?
Yeah, we back.
We back.
All right, so
with the 1 and 2 punch.
Yes, sir.
You guys grown a lot. I mean, we both grown. The podcast grew. You guys grew.
Where are you going with this,
man?
Yeah. But I just want to know, like, what are some of the biggest changes you feel like from the last time you guys came on here? Like it seems like you're like before you guys even answer, it seems like you're a bit more like business savvy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, yes, because like I didn't know shit before. Like the thing about music is I got into this because I love to make music.
Yeah.
But you get to a certain point and it's like
a
you're gonna have
place,
to. Dude, we were just talking about this. Like you're gonna have to be more than that. Like, so I went full time with music this last year.
Congrats! It's hard. It's really hard to do.
I didn't know if I was gonna keep doing it or not. Like for now, it looks like I'm gonna keep doing it, and it looks good. But I went full time, and that just meant like, you can't mess around like anymore. So did a lot of learning. Still kind of figuring out things as I go. Another change is like, today you can't just make music. You got to be a content creator too.
Which you guys are killing.
Absolutely. Well, I gotta say shout out to my guy Kai Banks who helped with a lot of the learning as to how to do that. We went viral a couple times.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah.
That time we went to the cottage, we went viral.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
sick.
that Justin Bieber. Shout out Justin Bieber.
You guys got
bro.
a couple like reels with 1 million views.
Absolutely.
You guys doing a dance or something?
And it's
Nah,
crazy.
none at all.
A lot of it
The
is
homies-
simple.
the
A lot of
homies-
it
the
is
homies
simple
was dancing
shit.
in one of them. So that's
Sante.
Yeah.
for Sante.
Yeah.
So really,
Sante always be
Yeah.
there.
really the blueprint for me is because I'm not trying to be doing TikTok dances and goofy shit. That's just not my thing. Really, for me, it's my blueprint is making small content moments, sometimes little funny things, sometimes like just
it was like a Snapchat moment that turned into like a reel.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
doing it in a way where people think it's like a seamless video and it tricks them into listening to the song.
Yeah,
and sometimes people are like, oh, like, what's that song? Like, that's hard. Or it's like a rapper joke and people are like, yo, this song's actually dope. I don't know why they're hating. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But just like little moments every once in a while to just try and create.
What was the song?
We've done it with every song.
The
We've done it with every song.
the viral moment though was us like it was literally an organic moment because we were just listening to a bunch of like old classic joints, not old, but classic joints like Justin Bieber joints, and so they started.
Classic is wild.
You know what I'm saying? That sounded crazy.
No, but
it's
that one
probably
went
the real.
viral.
It's like
You're probably like the real
literally
then.
his
I'm
first
not
big
dissing.
song.
I
Yeah,
think Justin. But
his first big
that's
song,
crazy.
and then it's like
Which one, Baby? Or
Yeah, Baby. Yeah.
It was
Okay.
literally like.
But we were listening to like a bunch of rock songs and Justin
Oh,
Bieber just
going
and
off.
he was just like, just put on the camera. I'm gonna do something. I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
And
it
I'm
was
just
literally
like,
everyone's dancing to Justin Bieber and it
Yeah.
gets to me and I'm just hating.
And
I'm
I just
like,
when Forsante was
know
just
what
doing
I'm
this thing, I was like, I knew I had to pan back because I'm just like, this guy's so funny. So I pan back to him. If people were just commenting on him bare, I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna go. This is gonna go.
But yeah, that one's at like 13 million right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nuts. Yeah.
So you're a Justin Bieber hater.
Nah, shout out Justin Bieber. He got me 13 million views. I love Justin Bieber, bro. That's my favorite song, bro. That's my favorite song. Yeah. But now the content became like a big part of the rollout.
Facts.
And honestly, overall, I'd say the biggest change is becoming a lot more business savvy, and I think now we're still learning, but we're at a much better place than we were.
Yeah,
Top of
I feel
last
like
year.
with like, for me, because I went to business school, so I feel like I always thought about that at some point.
in Toronto?
Yeah, I went to Schulich.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But
Are you judging him because he's a producer?
No,
right?
Yeah.
Because he's a
Schulich,
sample
that
maker?
could just hoop or.
You think he just
Yo,
makes
Schulich-
samples and
Schulich's a good
beats?
school.
Now he's
Yeah,
like, yo, you
yeah,
make
yeah.
beats? You must be fucking dumb, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's what you think?
fucking
You
idiot.
think he can't go to Schulich?
This
damn.
turning a
Capable?
3-on-1, bro.
But,
Crazy.
so like, I think for me, the business part was always something I thought about. But I think as a producer, like you kind of ideally you have an artist to activate it off of. Ideally, you can still do the producer thing and build your own business like with a beat store. But I didn't want to do a beat store. I was too picky with like the artists I work with and like how I hear my beats. Like I didn't care about money that much at the time to be like, let me just make a beat store and make a bunch
He
of
went
money.
to Schulich, that's why.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just like
he's a smart guy.
Yeah, he's smart. He's like,
oh, damn.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'll get a corporate 9 to 5. I'll be good.
Literally.
No, but
You know
that's a
what I'm
smart
saying?
way to
Yeah.
look at it, bro. Because I don't know if you want to be a beat store.
No.
That's just boring.
It's not. There's no brand. Like there is a brand. That's a lie. There is a brand to that, but it's not the type of brand I want. It's not the type of brand I want.
to it?
I think you can have a brand to it to a degree. It is a very commoditized way of doing music.
Right.
So that's why I wasn't really into it. I
Like,
feel like
do you know a producer that's a beat store?
I
That
think
is, like,
Busy Work,
has a-
but he has a YouTube too. But like the Busy Work beats, that's the thing though. Usually they'll have a beat. They'll have a YouTube that adds.
So he's
to the
like
brand.
he's an entertainer.
to a degree, yeah.
Yeah, he's making videos.
Yeah.
He's
He has
posting his
educational
Yeah,
videos,
that's what
you
I'm
know.
saying.
Yeah, I think a Busy Work beats, but you're right to a degree. Most of them,
Yeah.
like
You
I
can't
don't,
build it, like,
yeah, I can't like.
I guess you can't build a brand off just that. Like you got
No,
to
you have to-
you have to do
tap
something.
into
You
that.
have to be
You
like
have to become an
educational
artist.
YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or some
maybe
sort
it
of
might become an
entertainer.
artist at some point, or like
producers should look at
yeah,
themselves as
absolutely.
artists
Absolutely.
and figure out how to
Yeah.
work with
So I
that
felt like-
one or two.
like working with an artist. Though I felt like low key, it's the historically most proven way. If you look at all the artists we love and respect, there's like the
Facts.
40 Drake, Pete Rock, CeeLo Smooth. There's like even like what's his name, Young Keo and the guy that made Horses in the Back. What's that joint?
I don't know.
The guy that can't nobody tell me nothing. What's that song?
That's
Lil
Lil
Nas?
Nas X. Yeah.
Lil Nas X. Thank you. Like he's still beside, like even Ice Spice and Riot. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bunch of, there's so many examples. I don't know why I'm thinking about these new
Yeah,
artists,
yeah.
but there's a bunch of like classic Timbaland
Old
and
school.
Aaliyah. You know what I'm
There's so
saying?
many, yeah.
There's just been so many examples of that model being the model.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's just like I just always seen that as that's the type of thing I want to do. Because the artist and producer I looked up to came up that way.
Right.
Like even like low key Timbaland and Genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many examples of that. Dr. Dre and everybody else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Dr.
saying?
Dre and
Like
everybody
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
or Kendrick and Soundwave.
Mhm.
See, Dre was an artist himself.
Yeah,
Like,
Dre
he
was an artist
just able
himself.
to, like,
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
I like
grab
the Kendrick and
whoever he
Soundwave example though, because I feel like
That aligns.
for me personally,
I
because I
think
like
so,
how
too.
Soundwave doesn't necessarily have to be outside like
I think
that.
so too. I mean,
And he's like doing
to
Taylor Swift
even
songs.
to the original question, like I've just come to learn that the music business is way more business than it is music. When you really look
way
at like
more.
turning
It's
it,
an industry.
it
Way
is
more,
like
yeah.
if you
You
really
call
want to
something
turn
an
it into your
industry.
life, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like
Trying to make money off.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The product is literally one aspect of any industry.
I'd say the
That's
smartest thing that we've
Like-
done, like business wise, is like adding Krim to the team. Shout out to Krim,
Our engineer.
my engineer. It's really just me, Cabby, and Krim who run the show, and that's probably to me that's like the best thing that we've done in the past year.
Yeah, we've been active with like to that conversation we're having earlier about like satellite partners, like the radio promotion. We have a guy in the UK now that really messes with us and would love to work with us again, which is great. Shout out Stucky, Sean. But then even like our partners with like sync agencies, you know what I mean? Like I think that's even been an intentional thing of why we want to even clear our samples so that we don't have any like roadblocks to having our music license and a movie or TV show. You know what I mean? So it's like all those things we're intentionally doing. Like we spent the extra mile of time digging through samples so that we can, on the business end, not be tripped
Yeah,
up.
but
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Getting radio play in France and like UK because like we're not worried about like we can't have our song. Well, that song has no samples, but yeah. But
That's interesting.
That is how you do it.
So, I know, Cabby, you are working with a lot of artists in the city. A lot of different types of artists. R&B artists. Rappers.
Yeah, it's funny. Aside from him, it's probably like consistently or like at least.
I've seen you work with John River.
Exactly. I was gonna say on a frequent basis, like it's probably the only other rapper on a frequent basis. You know, there's artists I'll send beats to, like, you know, maybe I guess more on the placement wave, but on a this type of thing or like on a Shanika thing, it's not too many other rappers.
Yeah,
It's mainly just him, and then John River as well too.
Yeah. So like, what? I mean, the question is for both of you. I want both of you to answer, but like, for you, like, what are some of your thoughts that go through your mind when you're thinking about like being willing to work with someone? And same with you on like a feature or whatever.
I think for me as a producer, one, it's like I have to like the music. Obviously, that's number
Is
one.
that first? Like baseline?
Yeah, that's baseline.
You ever work with artists you don't fuck with their music?
It's happened. You just get put in sessions sometimes. It's happened.
Somebody put you in a session, or like you just chose to be?
I mean, kind of like
chose it for the bread, or
no. It's just like
okay.
maybe they just reached out and we tried it, or like you know,
trying to be nice.
Not even trying to be nice, because maybe I didn't really like.
You're a nice guy?
I don't know what we're gonna make. Like there's sometimes like wait, they already released might not be your vibe, but you like they already.
Where you fucked up, try to be nice.
That's hilarious. No, but you're kind of right though. I feel like because what I look for now is like.
Cabby, turn the mic.
Oh, my fault. I think what I look for now is you know, obviously liking the music. I like when I look on their IG, like, have they released music already? How do they present their music aesthetically, or like, you know, like do they put any effort in it? Is it just like
I just did?
Yeah. Do they just
I ripped out.
Do they just throw it out anyhow, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, so are they treating it like a career? Because I'm trying to treat it like a career. So I think that's like kind of overall what I'm looking at.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But like, do they perform? You know what I mean? Do they sound? Because funny enough, bro, like I low key technically don't have auto-tune on my computer. So when it comes to R&B, I kind of like working with artists that don't really love auto-tune like that. And it just happened like that organically. It's not even like I've been like, if you use auto-tune, I can't work with you. It's not that. It's just like every artist that I do end up working with consistently just happen to not use auto-tune.
So you just never got the auto-tune.
Nah, I just never got it. I have Waves where you can do Waves. Like Waves has their own auto-tune plugin.
Right.
So like if I need to, it's there. But it's just funny that like most of the artists that I work with don't use it or don't like it on their voice. So it's just like.
So you work with more R&B artists than rappers.
Ironically, because I started making hip hop beats, but it just happened that way.
And who are the R&B artists you're working with right now?
Shanika,
Shanika.
Shyla Gray.
Okay.
There's this new artist named Angelique Dancel who just dropped an EP. Talented, came out of ESA, Etobicoke School of Arts. So her and her band are all like art school kids. They just know music.
Yeah, send me her stuff.
Yeah. I feel like, cause she's a great example of why I decided to like keep working with her. In my brain, like it wasn't like I told her like, yeah, you're allowed to keep working with me. It's not like that, but it's just like, you know, like we worked on her project, and then like she came to me and she's like, yeah, I'm planning a release party, and I have this plan, I have a venue already. You know what I mean? I'm getting dance community involved because I dance with it. So it's just like, oh, like you take the initiative.
Yeah.
It's like it's not gonna be a situation where like I'm gonna have to like overextend myself. You know what I mean? Like if you're coming to me for like advice or whatever, it's like you already had a lot of the work done. You're just asking me my opinion on.
You feel like artists come to you as a producer and like they make music with you and then they ask you for other stuff? Like,
yeah. It happens, which is crazy because it's technically not my job, but I do like that part of it though.
Listen, I don't know who y'all, but leave this motherfucker.
No, but I mean, like,
you're
it's
an
cool
artist
though.
and you're lazy, don't talk to
It's
him.
cool though, cause like in
yeah.
a sense too, like for example, like I
Because
guess
I think-
obviously it's with Thelonious, but like you did a bit of production work for a music video. Like playing
I
your
ended
different
up
hand.
directing my first music video like last year.
Well, shout out to
but
you,
I think
bro.
it's
That's
like, I think because it's like
That's different though. That was with him, you said?
That was with him.
Yeah, that's why I said it's different.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
different.
whole
And
different-
and my boy who shot it also went to my high school. Like we're boys.
Word.
My best friend.
Yeah,
One of my best friends. So like
Yeah, that's a whole different
But
thing.
it's a whole different thing. But like I feel like, just in my mind, just because I know how much work it takes to get to like a career level as an artist, it's like if I'm gonna spend the time with you, production wise, like obviously like Angelique like paid me whatever, which is fly, but it's like even I tell this guy, it's like yo, like I would not do a session with artists if they're gonna pay me and I don't like the music and I don't think they're gonna work hard, cause like $200 for like what, a recording session or whatever, and it's like I'm gonna spend that like on a plugin, like, and I have a job, so it's like I'm not really desperate. I think that's what kind of helps me too. I don't have to like negotiate or operate from a place of desperation. I can say
Yeah.
no very easily and not lose sleep.
So don't do it, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, but like lately, honestly, all the artists I work with, like I'm not
fire.
tripping. Like,
Yeah,
it's like, okay, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
So
Like,
Shyla,
Gray, Shanika, Angelique, Dancel, Zena is another artist too that we have a project with. Shar, gotta come back.
Shout out
Shar Vioria.
these are all R&B.
These are all R&B.
Shanice.
Shanice Thomas, who does gospel, great artist. He's a great artist. Yeah, because your question was for the features.
Yeah. Like, yo,
what do you look for?
Whether
when
it's
you
your
do features?
project, whether it's your own project or a feature, like, yo.
Honestly, it's a similar thing to Cabby. Like, I just have to rock with you, like, number one. But I feel like it's deeper for me, like, because I have to like your music and your brand, like, already. Like, and I think it also varies depending on, like, what capacity to which I'm going to work with you. Like, if I'm just going to do a feature for you, like, I might just
What
do the feature.
capacity is
Yeah,
crazy.
like, but it's true. Like if I might just do a feature with you real quick, like, it's like, you know,
Whatever.
we'll get the track done.
Hey, you're a nice guy.
And I'll do, and I'm a nice guy. I'll do my job. I'll make the song sound great. I'll do my best feature for you. But like, if it's just a feature, it's just a feature. If
You'll
we're building,
give him
it's
the
different.
best bars for just a feature? A guy that you're not really
It
fucking with?
depends. If
I'm just saying.
If
yo,
they're barring
imagine
out-
giving, like you're giving the best bars
if they're barring
for
out, I will.
somebody that you're just like, whatever.
If they're barring out, I will. If it's like a whatever
Come on,
thing,
fam.
if it's a whatever thing, I'll just be like, all right, I'll give you a good verse.
So they have to come with.
If they're coming with bars, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
have worse bars.
Yeah, of course.
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
so you get their verse first.
I need to hear.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'll
Usually
never
it's
do it if I don't hear their verse first, because it's
Yeah.
like if I do some
I'll be
bullshit
hearing
and then
the-
they're like
I recorded.
like
you ever
crazy,
re-record a verse?
I'm be like, I've
For a
never
feature?
recorded a verse,
Yeah.
but I've never recorded a verse. But I would if that happened and it was better than I would re-record it.
What if you had a feature on your song, and you had your shit done, and then this guy comes in like,
I don't think
like
I will.
M did the J type of
Because he's
thing.
too conceptual. I feel
Yeah,
like he would have done what he wanted.
not even
to,
just
but
that,
it's
but
like-
I feel like if it's my song, like it's almost against the sport to do that. Like if I did my thing, if I told a story and you came and you did your thing and you just had a better verse than me, it's like, okay, like you were better than me that day. I just got to be better than you the next day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like I can't like erase a game if I'm a basketball player. Like I just like had a worse game than someone else. It's fine. Like, and I'll just come better on a different song. Personally, like arguably depending on who you ask
Why you laughing,
No,
bro?
because you're making a face.
arguably about whoever you ask, like some people will
Yeah.
say Mick Jenkins had a better verse than mine. Some people say I have a like I'm not gonna rewrite the verse to
Right.
make sure it's better.
Right.
Personally, that's me.
Did you submit your verse first? Then?
My verse was done first.
Yeah. How do you know he didn't record his verse again? Because yours was so hot.
Cause
He did it one take.
yeah, he did it in one
Oh.
take.
He did his in one
yeah,
take.
he did it in one take
Explain
and he
the
wrote it in that
devil's
session. Yeah, he did it in one take and he did it in that
That was
session.
advocate on this podcast.
He's a
bro.
different
Just
guy.
now. Yeah.
He did it in one take and he did it. I'm pretty sure he wrote that verse in the session. He's a different guy.
Nice.
Like, yeah, shout out Mick Jenkins.
Do you like features? Like on your own work?
Yeah, I love it. Like, if I pick the person, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like
You tend to go towards like female R&B or like doesn't
anyone.
matter?
Honestly, it's just whatever the song needs.
Right.
Whatever the song needs.
Right.
I haven't done too much work with like a female R&B singer on my record besides like yesterday's with Benita.
Oh, you worked with Benita?
Man,
Yeah, shout out Benita, bro.
That's my dog.
Shout
I
out
was gonna
Benita.
say,
Yeah.
Shout
there's
out
so many
Benita.
artists I forgot. Yo, shout out
You were-
Shahada Jack.
Yeah.
Shout out Michelle Hawkins. All right, keep it. Sorry, keep it.
But yeah, no, like I'll work with whoever is like I'll have the song done and I'll be like, this needs this person,
Yeah.
and we'll get it done. Benita was dope too because she went to school in Rexdale, so
Oh yeah.
that had to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
That had
yeah.
to happen.
You guys went to school together?
We didn't, but
She went to West Humber, right across from my school. She went to high school with my cousin.
Oh, so you've known her for a minute?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, not like super close or anything,
Yeah.
but like we were cool, and I knew of her.
Right.
Yeah.
went to school in the trenches, man. I had to do that song, bro. I do that song.
That's what's I don't know.
We
I'm
kind
from
of
the suburbs.
like to keep it on like organic relationships when it comes to these collaborations.
Of course, bro. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's where it makes
Yeah,
sense,
yeah,
right? Like
absolutely.
the energy, everything
Yeah.
feels right.
Yeah.
When you get to a different level, maybe
Yeah,
for your brand or your career, you might.
yeah. But even when we've done the bigger features, they've been through organic relationships too, which is
Yeah,
kind of
for
crazy.
sure,
We've
for
been
sure.
blessed in that way, to be
Yeah.
honest, which is fly
Yeah.
too. Like shout out Kofi Stone, Mike Shab too is pretty organic.
Shout out Mike Shab.
You know what I mean? Like, you know.
I feel like everything kind of has to have an organic. or
Bro,
you're forcing
real
it.
shit. Real
Like
shit.
labels do sometimes.
Yeah, when you start forcing
Right.
it, things get harder. I feel like
Yeah.
like to work out proper. I feel like it gets a bit
I don't think I would
more
ever
work.
like to that point of or it has to be organic. I don't think I'd ever work with someone if I had like a not sick experience with them. Just because they were a big person. Honestly, bro, like fuck you, I'm not doing that
We're
song.
the type of people that we're just not
I don't need
tripping.
it, bro.
we don't
Yeah.
trip on a lot. We're not
So
tripping
let's
on
say
like.
somebody comes to you and be like, yo, I know this artist, you know, from the city, or he's from outside the city, he's in, you know, I play your song, you fuck with him, I want to put you in a session. What are you saying?
I say bet.
You'll do
I'm
something
a businessman.
like that.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do it. Let's do it. Like, but if I get in a session, and like I don't care who you are, if I get in the session and you're a whack person, I'll leave.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Or if,
But
or
I
if
feel
you're
like that's across the whole industry. Like,
You
people
just
do
walked
that,
out of
you
the
know what I'm
session?
saying?
I'll leave.
You've done it?
Have you?
I
you
haven't.
have you-
Have I walked out of a session?
I don't know.
I don't think I've. I don't think I've walked out of a session.
Never walked out of my house.
Sometimes I want you out. That's what he's saying.
Probably does. I never walked out of a session. I think I do the nice guy thing. Yeah, my fault. I never walked out of a session.
That's crazy.
I think I've done the nice guy thing. I'm Canadian as fuck. Like I'll just stay in the session
Not
till the
nice,
end.
Bro. Stop saying
Bro,
that.
I'll stay in the session till the
Canadians are
end.
Not nice. Why are you acting like we're not?
That is
dickheads?
fact. We talked about that.
They're
Though.
super
Nah,
dickheads.
you're right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm just playing into the
We
stereotype.
nice.
I'm
Fuck
playing into
that
the stereotype.
bullshit.
We can be polite. We can be polite,
but we're actually not.
A lot of people,
We're actually not.
dickheads.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that, but
We're kind of passive aggressive.
Yes.
yeah,
Super.
Yeah,
We just come off as polite internationally, but like,
we're actually
we're not really
very
like that.
passive-aggressive.
We're not really.
yeah,
We're not.
it's not sweet.
And maybe it's like
It's not genuine.
Maybe it's like a Toronto thing
Yeah.
and like in different places. But in Toronto, we're not like that for sure. But when I say like I do the nice guy thing, like I'll stay in the session till the end and then I'll never talk to you again. Like that's what I'll do.
So you
But
won't
it's
walk
never
out.
been so bad that I've walked out. But I
So you
would
won't.
though.
Would you walk out?
Yes. 100%.
What's the line?
Just being like blatantly disrespectful.
Like he's disrespecting his engineer,
Like he's.
but it's his own
If
engineer.
he's disrespecting his engineer, I'll be like, this nigga weird, but I'll stay till the end. But if he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's weird as hell, but I'll just sit back like, okay, when's my turn?
that
Like,
would be
you know what I'm
weird.
saying? Yeah.
Who's
I don't know
the
what
When's
I
my
would do
turn to
in that
record? And then I'll
situation.
just leave.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
You record and dip.
if yeah, exactly. But if like,
That'd
if
be
they're
so
disrespectful
weird.
to me, or if I brought someone, like, I'm either squabbling or I'm walking out.
Squabbling is
Like
crazy.
to be depending on the situation, because it's like,
That's wild.
you know what I'm saying? Like if it's like I brought someone and they're disrespectful, that's a different situation. But I'll walk out of that for sure. I don't
Yeah,
care
if
who
you're
you are.
disrespecting my people. It's,
Exactly.
Fuck this.
Exactly.
Nah.
But I would walk out, but I haven't so far.
Do you have someone in mind that you would like to collaborate with, like in the near future?
That you would like to walk out on it. That's what
I thought he was gonna say that.
Yeah, he's sitting right beside me, actually.
Who have you wanted to walk out? Nah, a lot. I got a list actually. We've already.
You got a list.
I got a list. We've already started like, kind of, sort of working on like what the next project would be, and I've got a list of people I'd love to work with for that.
Name a few.
Name a few.
Yeah, if you want.
They don't have.
That'd actually be cool to like kind of manifest it in this shit, because if it happens, you already know we did the work.
10%.
I would love to work with like someone I can bar up with, like Jid or Conway, like one of those guys. That would be great.
Jid or Conway?
JID or Conway the Machine.
Oh, okay.
Like those two. I also rock with Samara Sin as an artist. I don't know if you know who she is. She's a rapper.
this sounds crazy.
She's like, the silence like, what the fuck is that?
Shout out to Samara saying she's cold.
Shout out
though.
to Samara Sin. She's cold as hell.
Yeah, like and he scratched his nose.
And the man,
Like, he didn't like react.
Scratch his nose, yeah.
he
He's like,
said
You're
nothing.
just like, yeah, like.
Look down and scratch his eye and nose. Like,
Yo.
like you're not on camera.
Shout out to Samara
and
saying
people just asking
because she about to open for Smino.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Smino. She's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
her
she's
thing.
doing her thing. She just opened for Nas too, actually.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Samara Sin.
Okay.
I would also
Cool,
love to work with
cool.
Smino, but another one like R&B people like Raven Lene. I fuck with them. You know who Raven Lene is, bro?
Don't be doing that. Like
That sounds actually
I know.
This guy's talking to like, yo, you know who? I put you on, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's
You
crazy.
did not put me on a Raven Lene. Let's not do that on the podcast. You did not put me on a Raven Lene.
I'm not even gonna take up too much time. Let's
You
keep
did
it
not
going.
put
Let's
me
keep.
I saw you and John Kabongo do that back and forth
Yeah.
last summer.
You talking about Dear Summer?
Or the,
Yeah.
or the
Song?
East-West joint too.
The East-West joint.
Did y'all perform together?
Couple times.
Yeah.
You performed at the remix graduation?
We
Not
didn't
not
perform-
together.
We didn't perform together, but we both performed at that.
It was back to back type of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah. But we've
It
performed.
was. Wasn't it?
We've performed that song in particular at a show that I did, like a 50-year hip hop thing.
The Deer Summer song?
Yeah. And then I opened for Rich Kid same year. This was both in 2023. And there was one last year, the SoCan event. But we've performed together a couple times. Yeah.
Cool. I would like to see that.
It's actually really good.
A collab?
Just on the stage.
Performance, both. Share the stage, but obviously share the stage for.
That's my dog, bro.
Work.
That's probably the only one of. I'm not gonna say that, but he's like, he's like another person who's out here just really doing it from a lyrical standpoint that I really rock with.
You know, I'll be real with y'all. This is the first time I'm gonna say it. Are we done? Okay, we'll be right back with a quick break, and then I'll say my point.
I bet.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a handful, maybe just a little over a handful of lyrical artists in the city right now. There's a wave of you guys. I would love to see more collaboration through all of you guys. Obviously, if it works, timing and whatever everybody has, and obviously funds and so much to it that I don't really want to get into the back end.
Who would you say are your favorites?
I don't have favorites because I listen to everybody for different things.
Okay.
But I would say there's a handful of you guys, you, John, off the top, Tamir, Claremont, and you guys are probably all around the same age. Yeah, let's just say that. There's a couple that I'm just forgetting that I would just love to hear kind of like mingle within that culture, because Toronto has been very trappy for such a long time. And the trap brings politics that I do not discuss on this podcast because I'm a suburban kid, and this guy lives where tractors are driven.
I'm just a suburban kid, bro.
Is that true?
I live in Stouffville, bro.
Oh, we talked about this shit. Yeah,
bro. They don't even have cars there. It's just tractors.
Yeah, bro. John Deere.
They don't got TV.
John Deere.
They don't got TV.
No, they're almost Amish.
Yeah, type shit.
Literally almost Amish. But
Amish is crazy.
Middle Eastern Amish guy is amazing.
No, there's definitely been.
There's quite a bit, and I just feel like the city just needs that. The culture here needs it. Where, you know, I would love to. I'll say it on camera. I'd be one of the first guys, if people want to work towards that, I would be one of the first guys on that project to help in any way I can.
I thought you were about to say rapping.
No, you will never hear me rap. Maybe, maybe. Maybe a purple cup and a blunt will get me rapping.
Type shit.
But what I'm trying to say is I think I would love to see that, because I feel like people should take a page of Atlanta's book of what they did with their trap, where politics was gone. But I don't think this is going to happen here. So let's move past that. And artists like yourself, Tamir, Claremont, John, should figure out a way to take that page and be like, okay, how do we put Toronto on the map?
It's definitely
been possible.
It's definitely been talked
1,000%.
The energy is there too. I feel like with the listening room show that you did with Tamir, John Kabongo, Gritfall, Akintoye, like the energy is there. Absolutely. And I think the mentality is there. I think it's just a matter of time.
It's definitely been talked about amongst us. Like, I mean, shout out to
the right time too.
Yeah. Shout out to. I think that's really what it is.
100%.
Shout out.
But I think the energy is there though.
Shout out to Tamir, John, Kabongo. Gritfall's another one of them. Akintoye is like one of my favorite like spitters out here too. It's been talked about. There've been group chats made from time to time, but it's a timing thing because there's so many. There's like just quite a few of us. So getting us together.
For the Tribe.
For the Tribe is another one.
Do you carry that weight? Like, do you feel like I need to like be a part of this wave of like, again, like you just told me about like kind of tripping about like I don't want to be forgotten. But outside of being forgotten, like do you like, is that something for you? Like you want to be known as like, you know, one of the creatives that, like, you know, like, do you hold
Absolutely.
that in you, like, yo,
Absolutely.
I need to be like one of these people representing Toronto music?
Absolutely. I like. Not only do I feel like the weight of having to represent for Toronto, I feel like what hasn't existed enough in Toronto historically is like spaces where we all just come together to build something. Because I feel like historically Toronto's been so like, I want mine and I'll pull someone down to get mine. Pause.
Has that really been Toronto?
Historically, like
Where?
I don't think it's necessarily that. Like me
In
personally,
which era of artists?
me personally, I would say we're just a very collective heavy city. Because I think our model of success that we've seen is usually collective based, which is not a bad thing. Because I think sometimes collectives can click up too. But I think oftentimes it's like you have the OVO EXO type vibe, you know what I mean? And it's like I think those are our models. So I feel like I've seen the younger artists kind of
Like that.
try to do that,
Oh,
which is
try to
cool.
do that.
Yeah, which is
Right,
cool too
right.
because like I think it's just good to have a cohesive team, you know, which is fine. But I think the more community collectives is maybe just not as common for us yet, because more so like let's get my guys and we're gonna build our thing. And then if you might align like on an OVO EXO thing, then we might align. But if we
Yeah,
don't,
but you
then,
can always do that. I feel like
yeah.
you
Always.
know,
Yeah,
Let's
for
look
sure.
at Atlanta again. They
Yeah.
have their own, like Thug has his own.
Yeah.
Future
What's
has his own
features like
people,
free bands and then
You know what I'm saying?
YSL. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like,
it's
they
definitely
have
it's
their own
definitely
people.
doable.
right?
Yeah.
Migos have their own people.
But I think our collectives are a bit more insular.
And yeah, well, I mean, those places have that. I don't think we do it or have historically done it to the level that they do it. Like, I think
the
that's
history
what
is
Toronto's been
different
missing.
too.
Yeah.
Yes, so I see. I
And
don't
the
know about
industry, the
the history. I just feel
infrastructure,
like,
the
yes,
infrastructure,
the infrastructure
whatever,
of the industry is not to that level. I wouldn't say the history of artists that came out of the city have been.
I wouldn't say.
pulled
Yeah,
you
I
all the way
wouldn't.
up,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause
I wouldn't
we've
say
only
that.
seen
I wouldn't say
very
that.
little, not even a full handful.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
That really made it there.
You're right. I'm
like
also.
Cardinal,
Yeah,
Drake,
yeah.
Tory.
I'm not talking about those guys.
Weekend.
Yeah.
That's about it. If you want to throw Bieber in there just to feel cool, I mean, we'll
Just
throw
to
Bieber.
feel
No,
cool.
you're actually. Shout out
that's
Justin
about it.
Bieber. Shout out
Cool.
Justin
Shout out
Bieber.
to Bieber, but how many more?
You're
Maybe
you're
you
right.
could throw Jesse
Jesse
Reyes.
Reyes. I was gonna say Jesse Reyes.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was talking more on like a lower like local artist scale. You are definitely right about that because I don't see those guys doing that like at all. But
See,
I feel like
think at a local,
on like a
problem is that we've had too much trap. We've just had
Maybe.
too much trap music that's trying, and I'm not saying that they're not good. Like Northside Benji, I think he's
Hard.
dope.
he's
Hard.
You know
super
what I'm
hard.
saying? Smoke Dogg, rest in peace. I thought he was good. Houdini, rest in peace. I thought he was
YG.
good. Right? And
YG got some joints.
and those guys could have tapped into certain
Yeah,
areas
just-
in the
yeah.
States, like Kelly did, like what's his name? Well, Roy did, but in a different way. But
Pressa, too.
Pressa, that's what I was thinking about. Like Pressa did, right? But it's like this hip hop culture that we've had here for a minute, because Toronto's always been a
Yeah,
hip hop
yeah,
culture
yeah.
first.
Yeah.
A lot of old school hip hop in the '90s used to come and perform in Toronto.
Main source guys were Canadian too. That's right. I learned that. I
right?
learned that not so long ago.
So, and we have a lot of producers in the game.
Yeah, that's
We
the
have
thing
a lot
about
of
Toronto.
engineers in the game.
Producers and
We have
engineers.
good writers in the game.
Yeah.
So you're seeing all this and you're like, okay, this is what Toronto is. But when it comes to artistry, now that we have a new sense of community that's building within the hip hop world, at least,
Yeah.
the R&B is a whole different conversation. But within the hip hop world, it's like, yo, change this shit. You're not gonna do the singing R&B or rap, but you're not also this trap. You're hip hop.
Yeah.
You're the storytelling. We haven't had too many of that. Maybe you can put Kanon in there, but that man had one
Socrates.
song. Gone. Socrates too. You know what I mean? But even Socrates wasn't pushed too heavy, and that was an early era in
I
Toronto,
agree. Yeah.
where you're only getting played on Canadian radios because they have to play you, not because they want to. No disrespect to anybody. Right? No, for real.
Nah, you're speaking
Right?
facts.
But now it's a different era with the social media, with everything that I feel like you guys can push towards that more. It's not. I don't say it's a history of any artist. I feel like it's just like he said, the infrastructure of the business and the music industry, how it is here, is what needs to grow.
Yeah.
Right.
It's doable, and it's also why we're actively like doing things like going to the UK to do like a radio press run and,
Right.
and make sure we're heard in all these other places. Work with artists from different places in the world.
And not gatekeep like those radio promoters too. 'cause,
Exactly.
Like
That's
Yeah.
the
you know
that's
what I'm saying? Like,
that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about when I like say like it's not even a knock to anyone. It's also just what I've heard from other people, like the love adjacently between artists, and just being very willing to support each other. Like I'll go outside and tell people about Claremont the second. I was out there in the UK. I don't even know Claremont that well, but I just rock with his music heavy. My guys for the tribe, I'll do the same for them.
You talk about Mike Shab all the time.
Yeah, shout out Mike Shab too.
He's from Montreal, but still.
But
We're claiming him.
No, we're not. I'm not claiming him. I'm just saying.
Nah,
I know we're talking about Toronto artists. That's why. No.
It sounded like a Bieber thing.
Nah.
But
Can't do that. That'd be
it's just a love
disrespectful to
tale.
Montreal.
Just
Yeah.
it's just a love
I respect Montreal too much to do that. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think what I'm trying to say is we got to stop talking negative about the city and stop saying that we're the screw face.
I think that's important.
Artists you might have had a fucking experience with
Self-fulfilling
one
prophecy
person.
type vibe, you know?
Just because you had an experience with one person, now everybody else is bad? Come on.
Yeah, we can't
And then
be on
you're
that.
not realizing that because you had that experience with one person, now your energy's changed. So when you walk into a different room, you're carrying that energy from that person, and you're already fucking it up for them, and they're looking at you like, oh, you're the dickhead that you already dealt with. So I'm going to reciprocate the same energy and give you what you gave me. And now like, oh, he's an asshole. We got to stop with that. We're too grown.
I think we're getting out of it now, though. Like
I would love to. I think
we are.
slowly, yes. I think I don't want to give organizations credit. No offense to any organization. I think it's the people that might have worked at some organizations and how they're doing certain things. Rich Kid is one of them. I'll give him credit for that. No offense to any, or whether it's House, Remakes, any of that. Cool people. I love the projects and what they create for the city is needed, but I feel like it's more of the individuals that are pushing beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Beyond what I can offer you in a program. You know what I mean? Where's the next city that you guys want to go to?
New York, low key.
Like
I think we
Concord.
talk about New York a lot.
Talk
about New York a
We
lot.
talk about New York a lot.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Atlanta too. Another place just culturally, like hip hop wise.
Yeah, just observe.
Yeah.
Learn.
Honestly, I'd love to go back to LA or London too.
LA is great.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
When was the last time you went to LA? Shout out to LA, man. My prayers to everybody in LA.
Yeah, my prayer.
Yeah,
Yeah, real
give
shit.
it.
Real
Oh,
shit.
word.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
LA.
yeah, yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
everybody that
Word.
Real shit. Real shit.
I'll check.
I see them helping. My prayers to the people that got affected too.
Yeah, no, it's
Y'all check on your people in LA.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Quite literally. Yeah.
We went in. Fuck, bro. When was
May. I think it was May.
May of last year. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So like
I think it was
almost a
May.
year ago.
A week or
Cabby goes a lot, no?
Almost a year ago.
Cabby goes a lot. He's a
Yeah.
frequent flyer to LA. You know, they
You're
love
always
him
in
out
LA?
there.
Nah. I was in LA
how
right
many
before we went to
How
UK.
many times this year?
Twice. Just twice.
Damn.
That's it. This guy said, "Damn!" Like this guy was in the Middle East, fam, doing a tour with a
Yeah.
DJ.
No,
this
that's
guy was
different, that's
like, "This guy is different."
I was working.
I was working too.
Yeah, we
This guy-
all our trips are work
Chill,
trips.
Yeah,
We don't get no
right,
we don't
yeah,
get no
yeah.
fun
On the
trips.
same side, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trying to.
that's crazy.
Yo, tell me about some of the
outside,
things.
baby.
This guy, I'm not
We
outside.
outside.
I'm a homebody. I'm not outside.
I'm a
Yo,
homebody, too.
tell me about.
Come in, rest.
This guy's not a homebody.
Yeah, right. It's like,
Take me out the club.
yeah.
Tell me about some of the things you guys can say about, like, you know, your future, like 2025 and what you guys got coming up next.
Merch just dropped. Get you some
I've
merch.
seen that.
Get you some
Seen
t-shirts.
that.
Yeah.
Sick.
What do you think? The ass?
Yo,
If anyone's gonna say it, he's gonna say it. If anyone's gonna say it, he's gonna say
He's
it.
like, he's like, I seen that,
It's good.
and then like no follow up. He's like, I seen that. That was
You should have rocked one.
Okay, that means it's good. Shout out him. He rocks with the merch.
Nah, I like it. It's cool.
It's
Appreciate
okay.
you. Appreciate you. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Merch just dropped this fire. Fuck what
Why
you
you
talking
asking
about.
me?
Yeah. I just thought you were gonna say
He's
something
like, I
funny.
mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
wear it, but I mean,
somebody-
that's what I thought somebody's gonna want to wear
That's
it.
crazy.
And he went straight to asking if it's ass. Like, he
Yeah,
didn't ask him, is
that
it
was
good?
Yeah.
I was giving him the room.
You just want me to be a dickhead.
Yeah,
You're trying to
exactly.
paint me
Low
as
key,
a
low
dickhead.
key.
No,
Why,
exactly.
bro? You think I hate you or something?
Yo,
You think I'm a hater 'cause I
he's
didn't
trying
show-
to create this into shade room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, you know
You think because I didn't show up to your show,
More clips.
I'm a hater?
He's trying to
Or
bait you
your
in.
listening party?
That's
Sorry?
how,
He's trying
that's
to
how
bait
I
you
felt,
in.
You know?
The listening party?
Yeah.
Or the last episode? Which one?
All of it, bro.
So you're holding grudges, eh? Damn, maybe I should do the same to Project Remix.
This guy.
Y'all said,
yo,
yo.
messing up the name on
Yeah,
purpose.
see, exactly.
Project Remix.
Project
Gotta
Remix.
remix the
Maybe I
name,
should
fam.
do that.
The merch
So
just
what
dropped.
about Project Remix that doesn't accept anybody?
Shout out
over
to the Remix
24?
Project. That's how you say it. It's
24 years old. Like what?
Damn, I was gonna apply.
I
Maybe
just
not.
turned 25.
My ass
I
is not
just
getting
turned
in.
25. You haters?
I don't even know. Shout out Remix though.
Nah, I'm fucking around. Shout out your Remix. You know what's funny? Because I actually had a conversation. I don't know how it happened, but I'd reached out to Gavin. Shout out to Gavin. He's super nice. And I'd had a conversation with him about it. About like me applying, and it's like, yo, bro, like I just turned 25. Like, what the fuck? It was just in a conversation. It was at one of the events. And he kind of explained to me his perspective, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad. Because at the time I was doing an internship with a management group in LA, who they had good people under their roster.
So he was like,
so he was just like, yo, bro, like just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You have mentorship. You're okay. Like
you're blessed.
Like we're not to say that I wouldn't take you. If you were 24, I would. But it's like, don't stress about it. Like you're here, come, show whatever you need. If you need anything, you know, type of thing. But it was never like that of like, oh, you're 25. Fuck that.
True.
I don't think I've ever hit him up after that, to be honest. I don't think I ever talked to him after that.
True.
But I understood his perspective, and I was like, that's cool.
True.
I'm okay. You'll know my name one way or another.
Real shit. Real
And
shit.
I feel like that's how you should move.
Yeah.
If you don't,
That is how I moved right
if you
after.
don't
I was like,
get-
yo,
if
you're
you
going to know
don't
my
get
name.
accepted, not even just at Remix, anywhere.
Yeah.
Any
Project
opportunity
Remix.
doesn't come through.
That's real. That's real.
Keep pushing,
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
for real.
merch. What else
Merch
you
is
got?
dropped.
what else you got going on?
Merch.
What else you got?
Shows obviously, but
You got
Merch
singles.
is sick, guys.
some-
Yeah.
definitely
caught
gonna be
that.
some music. Definitely
Yeah.
gonna be some music. Like Cabby said, we kind of sort of like have a lot of what we want to do locked in.
When's the first single? Oh, you forget
I'll
dates.
say like, huh? Yeah, exactly. I don't remember
Damn.
nothing.
Y'all talking
like,
spicy.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
like,
my guy, eh?
top. Yeah, that's
That's my guy.
my dog, bro. It's like top of spring.
Okay.
Top of
kinda
spring,
area.
okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And then you got a couple performances
couple
from now till then.
performances, and then some more shows, more music, and more terrible merch. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible. I did not say that. I just told everybody.
No, he
to
didn't.
go-
He didn't say that.
I
He
just
just
said
Terrible
go
merch
cop
is
it.
yeah. The merch is
crazy,
fire. The
bro.
merch is fire. Go check
Yeah,
it
his
out.
shit is
You got some
wild.
features too.
I got some features
That you're
coming
excited
out.
about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got some features coming out.
Oh,
Recent?
Damn.
Like coming up soon?
Coming up soon.
Very soon?
Coming up soon. Yeah.
February.
Bro, you gotta do a love song, bro. I need to see you on a.
so
I
funny.
want to see you on a love
You know
song.
what's so funny?
What's up with you, bro?
I
Today
mean,
you're trying to
even-
make him
even
do a
before I
love
say that,
song,
Yeah.
but
a
like-
pop song.
Yeah,
Charlotte said the
bro.
same thing. And
She
I'm
said the
like,
same thing?
and I'm
Why
like,
you want her to
why
do a
didn't you
pop
say
song?
that?
Yo, he said the
You know
same
what I'm saying?
thing. Cabby was telling the same fucking thing,
To do
bro.
a pop song? It doesn't matter. I'll go at
Oh,
Cabby
love
too,
song,
bro.
bro.
The fuck you need him to do a pop song? That's what I'm asking.
Because,
a love
yo,
song.
bro,
I should
listen.
do a pop song?
Huh?
Go do a
I
love
should do a pop
song.
No, I'm saying you agreed with me.
Yeah.
Cause like
You asked
yo,
him to
cause
do
I
a pop song?
listen.
I don't think I-
at the end
I
of the
don't
day,
think
you're
I
like a rapper's
I don't know if
rapper.
I said that.
So I feel like
You
it's
were
just a
saying that
different
earlier.
flavor you're
Oh,
showing
a pop
people.
song
And
going
it's
at songwriting
in,
camp. That
you
was
know,
actually
it's
pretty
always
good.
in.
What's funny though is like we may or may not have love songs in the chamber
Okay.
to be dropped.
Okay.
With a female or just solo?
I hope with
a
a female.
You hope it's with a female? Why can't a rapper can't make a love
Coming-
song without
coming
a female?
soon. Coming soon,
No, you
coming
can
soon.
make one with like an R&B guy.
If I
but-
was your best friend, the fuck? That's a love song.
Fair enough.
But that's like another rapper. Like I'm speaking about
There's
like
definitely songs with like male,
Yeah,
female
bro.
collabs. Yeah.
Male, female, or just male? You're saying love song?
I think he was saying just male.
Oh, you saying just there's collabs like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a collab. It's just a male talking about love.
He's
bro.
talking about 50 Cent. He's talking about 50 Cent.
Oh. Okay. I'm just
I
not
lost
tapping
him
in.
over there.
Yeah.
Eh?
I'm just not tapping.
I was
in. My
trying to-
fault, my fault.
Yeah, you got me.
Um,
Shulik.
Nah, I'm not gonna
Shulik
talk too much
mine.
about the features, but there's definitely love songs that are in the works.
Okay, cool.
So no features.
No, I mean,
Maybe, maybe
oh,
not.
Oh.
on that, yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. The cameras will be cut. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll ask that question
Type
again.
shit.
So yo, this
That's
is
what's
this is our last topic of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Dope ass episode.
Talk forever.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first episode with you guys.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I could low-key do another
Yeah.
hour.
I could do it.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk forever. We always can.
I'm definitely coming to the next listening party.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just for the food. I'm telling you.
The
that
cornbread's
now.
good.
Just for
Just for
the
the
food.
food, yeah.
You might see me with my
Hey.
AirPods in, and I'm just eating.
AirPods in is
the
crazy.
music, like
AirPods is super crazy. That's like him asking if it's shit, if his merch is shit. He's like, this guy keeps straight ignorant. You know what I mean?
Oh, wipe my hands on the
here for
merch.
the music. I got
don't
my
like it.
AirPods
Yo,
in.
wipe
Wipe my
Yeah.
greasy hands on the merch if I don't like it.
Yo, you got Larry, chill. You got Larry.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I'm definitely there for the soul food.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm gonna have McDonald's at the next one.
No, then I'm gone. I'll see that. I'll turn
That's for
around.
you, bro.
I need
I'll walk
soul
out
food,
like
so
you want to walk out of the
As soon as you
studio.
leave, bro, we gonna pull this.
I'm
soul
telling
food
you.
right out, bro.
I'll come from the
We'll be
back.
right.
Don't worry.
Right.
I know how it works.
I gotta answer
That was
every-
crazy, right?
Pause
You
for
heard
it,
that,
pause
right?
for it.
You heard that? Okay. I thought I was gonna let it go, but then you made a sound. So.
But I said I'll
didn't catch
come
that.
from the back. Like, I'll pull up from the back.
Why you say it again, fam? Yo, last topic. Go ahead.
Why can't I have a conversation no more? This is crazy. Like, y'all just like, I can't have a. I'll come from the backyard. The backyard. There's a door there.
This guy's
That's
That's wild.
crazy.
What's the next topic?
Grown man can't have a
No, but we
conversation.
we gonna wrap it up. No, I wanted to yo, we had like I actually still vividly remember like just like the trailer of you kind of speaking about like having the weight of certain things happening in your neighborhood, your family, and like it's crazy because you also like it feels like that theme of family like really came out in One Love, and we're gonna talk about mental health right now, but like I want to specifically speak about like some of the challenges you've had like recently, both of you. Like how do you like how have you been coping with like life around the world is getting crazy tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say it was funny. I was gonna mention it when we came back on from the last break, but I forgot. But I literally just got a message from my brother seeing my niece do her first steps,
Yeah.
like walking.
Uncle Cabby.
Like, yeah. So it's like I think honestly like the world is actually crazy. So it's really just like I have like my peoples. Not that I don't care about the world, obviously, but it's like my people's been helping me with my mental health, like just being around family. I'm really not an outside guy. Like I'm really not a guy that has like every person you see me dap up as like my best friend. It's really not that. Like I feel like I have my people for real. So it's like really just that helping with mental health. I like music a lot. Like I actually listen to music a lot. You know those people who be like they can't listen to music anymore because they're already thinking about what they would change. I don't have that problem. Like I listen to music all the time, so I feel like that low-key helps. Obviously my faith, but like yeah.
Absolutely.
I would say. I don't know if you wanted to hear about the mental problems that were going on, but
I mean, if you want to discuss that, that's up to you.
I think
more of like coping
yeah.
mechanism.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
listen,
that's what I was thinking. It's like, yeah.
I'll even tell you
Yeah.
like my like yo, I feel like right now, like it's a way worse time than when we last spoke. Like I feel like a lot of the things of the pandemic, like we're really feeling it now. And I feel like the
You
weight
think
of the
so?
moment, like personally in my personal life.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that. I feel like honestly, for me personally, it's been a year of like a lot of work, and I think like that's been like heavy on my mental. I feel like, cause just like I don't know. It's just. I read in the book recently. It was crazy.
Don't you get excited though because you put in a work?
No, it's. I always enjoy the work, but I think there's always that moment when you kind of like when you're deflating, where it's just like there's a line I read in the book where it's like the problem with life is that it's so daily, and that's like a pretty like heavy thing to think about. Like I don't know, it just
That was
felt
the
like
line?
yeah, like the
Problem with life that is so daily.
that is so daily. It's just like
That's
so
a subtle bar.
it's just like very like the
It's a very
weight
subtle
the
bar.
weight of like having to show up every day can be a lot, and I think that's what it. You know what I'm saying?
You be
He's
poetry
spitting, bro.
snaps.
He's
Like
spitting.
you can't. I mean, God forbid anybody does that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of have to wake up and show up every time. You feel me? Like especially if you want something, you know. So it's like I think it's just like balancing that and like.
Do you ever feel alienated?
That's an interesting question. Not really,
Yeah,
because I have my
neither.
people. But I think because for me personally, I'm definitely not the guy that came into music like I came into music to become cool, or like my identity is tied to it heavily. So like I have a detachment. I have a healthy detachment with music, and that can sometimes be like a little isolating in some ways, where it's like when you're around people who are like really like Like this is, you almost can't even tell them that you don't like their music or it's not for you because it's like you're attacking them.
Tell them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this guy.
I'll tell them. Bring me in
But
there.
you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's like.
Your music shit.
So sometimes I feel like, sometimes it does feel out of body sometimes when you're in certain rooms because it's just like,
merge.
you know,
Garbage with them
like
busted ass shirts.
I think sometimes that detachment kind of messes with me because like I put so much work in this thing, but it's also like I could step away from it, like and be okay. Not that I want to step away from it. I don't want to step away from it. But I'm saying
for a passion.
You're
Yeah,
good
yeah,
at,
yeah.
You can
You know what I'm
detach yourself from it.
I can detach myself from it.
And
So I think sometimes that's
You're
what
connected. You're not attached.
Yeah, you know. So, but
Yeah.
I don't feel isolated like consistently. If
Yeah.
that's what you're asking.
How about you, Thelonious?
I mean, he said a lot of good shit.
Yo,
but
because sorry, before you answer, I also want to tell you, like, yo, you were pretty vulnerable in your last project.
Low key,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I'm like you were pretty vulnerable, and I think that comes from also like experiencing some challenges in your life.
Absolutely. And first of all, it felt good, and actually that kind of alludes into what I was about to say. This is actually something Cabby said. Music kind of was the thing, like, cause Cabby said this a lot, like while we were making this project. It's like me, him, and Krim, the other person who worked on the project. Shout out Krim.
Yeah, he's a sicko.
Yeah, he's the best. And we all kind of went through our own personal challenges in our personal lives, and like especially in like our family lives, we all went through stuff. But like, it's interesting that like us talking about this project was kind of a moment to like get all of that out, and in us getting it out, almost was. I feel like after it came out, we all kind of reattached to certain like us going on that trip right away,
and
like
I won't say obviously, but like certain songs speaking to people who are working on the project and being like, yo, this is like helping me with
what's
that,
going on,
with that person or that that situation. So it's like, and then somebody actively working on the project who can easily just be desensitized. You know what I'm saying? After hearing it a bunch of times, but it's like helping him with like real life stuff. So I think that makes it worthwhile. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually fire that we have music, in my opinion, that. Because that's always been the goal for me, but I think it's cool that, like, I know for a fact concretely that I have music that has been, like, an active, like use. Like, there's a use for somebody, you know, in their actual life or helping them go through it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone was crying at the listening party. I remember that, too.
that was
Second day, you weren't there that one.
Yeah.
The second night, somebody cried.
Because the t-shirts were bad, or
because there was like, like
they're just mad Tarani wasn't
can you
there.
expect me to
They're just
know,
crying.
man?
They saw you on the guest list and started tearing up. They're just like, bro,
I was
what?
on the guest list.
You were on the guest
Yeah.
list, bro.
I mean, it was all RSVP, so it's like, you know.
I definitely did not RSVP.
But you were on the guest list of like people we wanted to send
No
the
offense.
RSVP out to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, wait, no offense, but I know
Yo,
I did it because
there's no fucking way I would.
But nah, yeah,
because
like,
I couldn't make it.
Yeah, type shit.
but the
type shit.
music, I
Just
feel
like
like
that,
the
bro.
music
There's
is
nothing against
definitely.
I feel you.
I think you're super dope, bro.
Thanks, man.
I think you're a dope rapper.
Thanks, man. Just not my shirts.
I think you can become a better artist,
True.
and that's not to disrespect.
Okay.
I'm being honest.
True.
But let's go back to mental health.
It kind of fucks with my mental health when people say I'm a shit artist. That's what
I
you
never said you're a shit
word
artist.
Word for word. That's
No,
what.
I said you're
bar for bar.
a really good rapper. You can become a better artist.
You're right.
Because you don't want to be a rapper. You
You're
want to be an artist.
You're right. Nah, you're right though.
Not mean. Just.
Do you get a lot of negative comments?
No.
It wasn't a
Only
negative
from
comment, bro.
No, it wasn't a negative comment. It wasn't.
You went off that like I was a negative comment.
It wasn't.
I'm saying
I
you
know.
can become a better artist.
I do though.
No,
I do though.
The fuck is this bullshit?
No, because I asked you that last time
See
you're on
what you
here.
did?
Like
Yeah.
Out-
Tell me
outside-
I'm an asshole. Fuck y'all. I'm an asshole.
outside of him, like I really
Outside
don't.
of him is crazy.
No. I do get
Sorry
a.
on this
Crazy.
side.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, if you're gonna get reels with that type of traction too, you're
Yeah.
not like not all like people are also gonna check your music,
Businessman.
and they're already hating from like
Yeah.
you know they're just coming from a hating perspective, and they're gonna come and throw some shade.
I do get.
Out of a hater's perspective. Out of a hater's perspective, like
You know, some people show love, some people show hate, but like you know. let me answer.
Nah, I'm
let me
definitely
answer
not showing up to his other fucking listening party. I don't care what soul
Yeah,
food
A$AP
is.
Rocky is
Tell me the
crazy for
restaurant,
that,
I'll
fam.
pull up.
Yeah.
Let me
A$AP
answer the
Rocky is
question.
Go to a
crazy.
restaurant. I don't need your listening
Like-
party. You guys saying I'm hating.
So I do get a lot of hate comments.
Not from me.
Yeah, not from him. He shows like bare love. You know when. I'm
Yeah, you better keep framing it that way, or he's gonna crash out, bro.
He shows bare love. He shows bare love.
Crazy.
But like, I do definitely get a lot of hate comments. Honestly, that should be funny as hell. And
Yeah.
Okay, so you take it
it'd be
good.
funny
You
as hell.
should. You should take it.
Not only that, but like when I get hate comments, especially when it's like online and shit. Like
in your DMs everywhere.
yeah, but especially when it's like,
What's
especially
the
when it's like
funniest
in the.
shit you heard?
Oh my god,
Come
yo,
I gotta pull one up.
yo, I can't
What's the
think.
funniest like?
Fuck. I can't think
the
of one.
funniest one for me is when like
I
he'll
know
post
what
a
you're
video, and I kind of hate it now because it's just like, cause I know the comments are coming, but it's like when I find a sample, then I'm about to sample, so I'm just listening to it, and he's like going crazy in the background or whatever, and the caption be like, oh, this guy's cooking up fire or whatever, and then niggas be in the comments like, bro, he's just listening to the sample. He didn't even do anything yet. And it's like, facts. I'm just like,
Well, I'll
they're
be like-
cooking me, and they're just like, yo, this guy just takes music and just like replays it. Like, you're not even like cooking up. I'm just like,
or I'll
bro,
just be
like,
screaming at you doing that shit, and they're like, "Yo, shut the
yeah,
fuck up, bro."
that's my favorite
Yeah,
comment.
yeah, yeah.
Someone was like, yo, tell this guy to shut the fuck, because
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
can't even hear the music. Like,
But
I was crying. Like,
It-
people getting
it-
like legitimately mad. I'm just like, fam, like,
yeah,
go watch another reel or something.
honestly,
I'm so,
bro,
like,
I find it.
pissed off.
I find it mad funny. And even like it wouldn't even make sense me being mad at it if I wanted to, cause like when someone like leaves a hate comment under like a reel, I just be looking at it like I'm gonna comment back to you, and
On
it's just
TikTok
gonna
or Instagram?
on Instagram. Like when you comment on my reel and shit, leave a hate comment right now, bro.
I'm about to right now.
Yeah, do it.
I'm about to right
I
now.
like I can't feel badly about seeing the world, because I'm like, honestly, I look at this shit and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that aspect of it. But I do still miss my family when I'm on the road. But I just make time to, be around my people when I can.
So it seems like to me, for both of you guys, your people is like your safe space.
Absolutely.
honestly,
Where you guys
yeah.
kind of go back and like calm down your
in this life,
thoughts,
yo,
everything.
in this life, that's really like relationships, whether they're working relationships or family or like.
You got a girl too?
Hey man, we're on
Hey,
camera
man.
right now. What are we doing
One
right
love
now? What are we
streaming.
doing right
One
now?
love,
yo?
baby.
What is
One
that?
love, baby.
yo.
Streaming
Shit.
everywhere.
I
This
just
guy,
want to know.
this guy doing right now.
One love,
Just
baby.
calm
One
down,
love.
man. Just
girl.
calm down. man.
One love,
This
one love. But
That's crazy. He doesn't even want to talk about it no more.
This guy talking. What's guy doing? Man?
this guy gave up.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
One love, one love, one love. Nah. To me, that's. I'm getting serious. I'm getting
Yeah,
serious.
go for it.
Like, for me, relationships are just important because, like, obviously I'm in this for, like, the money, the popular, whatever you want to.
You better not lie to the world and say
No.
you're not in it for the money, bro.
I am. I
Yeah,
want to eat food
don't
and
be
I want
like
to feed my
Cabbie
people.
saying, "Ah."
But
That's not
yeah,
what I said.
one love, one love, one love. But
That's not what I said.
nah. To me, I just look at it like none of this. I'm gonna die one day. None of this shit is gonna matter besides
You ain't wrong.
the shit that the people I love say about me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, why you
So
say it
me
like
ain't
that?
on
Like
you.
I'm gonna die tomorrow. What's up?
That's crazy. That's
What's
not
up,
what
bro?
Hey, yo.
It's crazy.
You're not wrong.
You right.
I might
I
die
thought-
tomorrow.
I
God,
thought-
like,
I thought you
knock
said
on
something
Nah,
wood,
never
knock
that,
on
never
wood.
that, never that.
But it's like the truth is you don't know.
Yo,
true.
you really don't
What's
know.
gonna
Like life
happen,
is
so
so
I like that.
fragile. Like it's like
Even with the LA fires, I was looking at that in my head. I'm
Bro,
just like, you know
the
what?
producers that
Yo,
lost their
all,
houses.
like all your material
and all their-
possessions could go
Bro.
like tomorrow.
the producers that lost their studios and
Think
like
about how many
all the
people
time
that
they invested in
might
that.
have been their New Year's resolution to fucking
Yup.
move
Moved
to
to
LA,
LA,
as a
and that's their
creator,
first experience.
and they just got
That
a
shit.
house in that area, for example.
Mhm.
Now,
Bruh.
boom, that house is gone.
It's
Done.
like, and to me, that's kind
you
of
might
why
end up
like
being
yeah.
homeless, or you gotta go back home.
That's kind of where I think for me the healthy detachment comes from, because life and time and chance happens to everybody. Like everybody.
But
You're
to,
not exempt.
Sometimes you gotta take a step back.
Yeah.
But to my point though, like
Like,
when
no one's
something like that
exempt.
happens,
Like-
like you have your family to lean on, and that's how you get through it.
You
Like to
literally
me,
only have your relationships after that.
It's
me, that's why
crazy
it's
because I'm seeing like reporters report at LA and like and people are saying it, like they're saying, you know, at least we have our family, like everything got taken.
literally-
But I could see them struggling with it as like. It's almost like, yeah, of course that's true, but it's like the
It's
reality of like
You gotta
going
rebuild.
back to scratch
Yeah, you
is
gotta
like
rebuild.
it's hard to even like, you know,
Fathom. I
it's
couldn't
hard to even say like,
imagine,
you know what I mean? It's hard to
yeah.
even say like, yeah, I am thankful for that I still have my life. But is my life really my life without
it's
the
gonna-
things
yeah.
like my car, my house, my room, my clothes,
So
like
you gotta be grateful for the little things in
you
life.
know.
Yeah.
So
I think you really do like seriously. I think you have to position yourself that way early, or like as best as, especially going into this industry, like position yourself properly on what you value and like where you stand, because they will destroy you out here in this industry.
they?
I don't want to say names, but like you know, the industry, man. I think even as
like you
someone-
lose yourself in the industry.
yeah. I think even somebody as not intentionally malicious as like the other creatives that you work with on the same level, because they might be very obsessed with the goal, right? And they might not take into consideration certain practices are probably not ethically, like they might not even be aware that you shouldn't be doing this. They just think that that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think like whether it's people who are like your colleagues or fellow creatives, or like an executive who thinks they have power over you, you know, to make a certain decision. Like some people will like take advantage of you because they know you care so much about something that you're not willing to walk away from. Like literally, like me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm ready to walk away from a room that's like trying to take advantage of me, like in the worst way, and I'm cool with it. Like I'm not one of those people. Like I have too much love in my life, like, and I feel privileged and honored and like happy to say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's what I'll flex. Like I'm not. You can't get me to trip over something that you think you can dangle over me.
Ain't no bigger.
I'm almost too prideful where I would just say no, even just to let you know that I would say no. But I think generally I would also say no because I'm not tripping. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
ain't nothing more valuable than peace, bro. Like that's
where I'm at with life, to be honest.
You got peace?
I got peace all of my life, bro. Like, and a lot of times it just does come from those like relationships, like, and comes from, I think we're both kind of like this, like, one from the relationships and two from like, I'm not pressed about not welcoming certain things in my life just because it's gonna be like beneficial or not. Like it's gotta feel all the way right or it doesn't. Like if it feels like it's gonna be something that might affect the level of peace that I have in my life, like I'm cool with saying no to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what number you're saying to me. Peace is number one, bro, for me.
Over the bag.
Over the bag. Peace over the bag.
One love.
One love. One love. One love. One love.
This is a dope ass episode.
This
Thank
was,
you guys
bro.
so much for coming on here.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We appreciate
for real.
y'all.
Thank you for
You know,
sharing
this
it.
is a platform y'all could come on time and time again, and we could chop it up.
Who cares? Fuck
We can
y'all.
talk about that one.
If you
We can
take
talk
a
about that one
fucking
forever,
Episode
to be honest.
if you
17 in the
take a
book.
fucking offense to words, fuck you.
We can
How
talk
about
about
that?
this
It's
one forever, too.
2025. Everybody's mad sensitive.
Nah, bro. 2025 is we're not gonna be sensitive.
We're
just
gonna be
work
real.
and we're gonna get what
We're
we
gonna be
want.
authentic.
All right.
Absolutely.
You get what you deserve.
Episode 17. One love.
Fuck out of here.
We out.
Peace.
One
peace,
love.
peace.
One
One
love.
love.
We'll end it with
One
one
love.
love. Not just for him. One love. Trash ass fucking merch. No bars having ass.
That's crazy.